competing around Tassie and up in Sydney for 15 years. I've had some expertise in coaching mobility, flexibility and conditioning, coaching, and a couple of gyms throughout Sydney. I'm currently the NPL sports chiropractor for the Kingborough Lions, and I'm a family and sports chiropractor here. So what do chiropractors do? I think majority of you guys are patients at the clinic, but for those of you that may not be patients, our job as chiropractors is we work with the bones, joints, ligaments, and muscles of the body with the goal of keeping people moving, reducing pain, increasing mobility, and helping our patients to keep doing it that they enjoy doing. Okay. We use some manual therapy, some rehabilitation, and some soft tissue techniques to help achieve those goals. All right, so on to today's topic, which is some stretching, some mobility. Okay, so why do we need to stretch? Okay, that's what we're here about. So stretching helps to reduce the effects of poor mobility, chronic pain, and falls, which are common and leading causes of poor quality of life in our aging population. Okay? Stretching improves your mobility, improves tendon and muscle integrity and balance, and fantastically can also reduce pain. Okay? This is going to be our focus today. Our next point is what you should feel when you're stretching. Okay? Do you guys know what you should feel when you're stretching? Yeah. So today what we wanted to feel is we want to feel an intensity. We're going to slowly build up. We should not feel pain. So it's very important that when you feel a stretch, it's a very isolated spot. You want to know where you should feel that stretch in your body. And it should be an intensity between a 3 out of 10 and a 6 out of 10. So gradually build the intensity to where you're comfortable. And that's very important. You should also feel that after holding a stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, you should feel a relaxing sensation as your body adapts to that pressure, and that's where we're going to get that lengthening. Interestingly, different periods of time that you hold a stretch get different results. So when we hold a stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, what we're really doing is actually just decreasing your muscle tone or tightness in that area. If we hold a strength for 1 to 2 minutes or even longer, we're actually lengthening the physical length of those muscle cells within the body. So depending on which part of the body we're working with and what our goals are, depends on how long we're going to hold that stretch for. Today, we're going to work on holding our stretches for a range of 20 to 30 seconds with a couple of shorter mobility and just flossing techniques at the start to get our joints warm. Stretching is a skill, it takes practice, and I don't expect you guys to all get it right first time round. Okay, what we're going to do today is give you some basic, easy moves to start with, and then you can go home and practice. We're also going to provide you guys for attending today. We're going to give you a little ebook or a little information sheet that we'll email out to you guys so that you don't have to try and memorize all this. It'll all be in a book so you can take it home and you can practice. All right. Next topic is what you should not feel, okay? Hold it 1 second. Mr. Price is coming on through. There we go. G'day, Norman. Oh, come and grab a seat. Oh my God. So we're just online with a bunch of guys here and we're just getting started. All right, and we're just talking about what we shouldn't feel when we're stretching. Catch your breath. So what we shouldn't feel when we're stretching is we don't want to experience any pain. Okay, and again, that comes down to intensity and prerequisites for stretching. We don't want any cramping, pinching, or grabbing, any tearing or giving away. It should be comfortable. If you experience any of these, please stop and please let us know if there's any difficulties. Great, thank you. Not all stretches are appropriate for everyone as well, so please check in before you give any particular stretches a go. If you think you're not doing it right, if you have any pain, please let us know so that we can assist you and help you through that. All right, what else we got next? Preparation. All right, so our preparation for stretching is also very important. You need to stay hydrated. That's going to reduce your cramps. It's going to give you nutrition for your muscles to work. We need to do a slight warm up. So I'm going to ask everyone here in the room, we're actually going to stand up for a second. We can sit down for a second. So everyone's standing up. So you need to be warm, okay? You need to start slow and be conscious of your spine position throughout these stretches. And we don't want any obstacles around that you may fall or trip over. So to start off with, guys, we're going to warm up here in the room. We're just going to roll our shoulders lightly. Okay, free up the base of our necks, spines. Wonderful. All right, we're going to take a couple of big steps on the spot. Lift your knees up as high as you feel comfortable. Okay, remember trying to stabilize down through your feet. Lovely. Good. All right, our next little one will just warm up our neck and our shoulders a little bit further. So just bring your neck over to one side. Bring our neck over to the other side. Look up to the roof for me. Look down to the ground. And back up. Okay. Taking 2 to 5 minutes just to feel warm, to feel like your body is ready, is very important at making sure we prevent injury while we stretch. Now let's just have a look. Is there another slide? Oh yeah, and the last one. Make sure if you are not a patient of the clinic already and you haven't had a spine or health assess recently, make sure you get in the next couple of weeks for a free spine and health assessment. Don't miss out on that one. All right, great. Let's get into some stretching. So I'm going to swap the camera over and then we're going to work on some stretches. All right, stop sharing that one. I think we're doing okay for the moment. Pin this one. Guys, if you want to ask a question at all, remember you can drop a chat or something down below and I'll try and see it and try and answer your questions. And we'll have some time at the end. All right, so for our first stretches today, we're going to actually start standing up. Now you can do the majority of these stretches sitting down if for some reason you're not able to stand. Okay, so find a spot that's comfortable. Okay, let's just run through a couple of those neck stretches again and let's just be a little bit more specific, a little bit more focused. Okay, the first one, keeping your shoulders low. We're just going to bring your head over to one side, working on bringing your ear to your shoulder, just like that. Lovely work, guys. Then we're going to work on coming over to the other side. Bring your right ear down, holding. we got a guest or two today. Lovely. So we're working on lengthening our trapezius muscles down the side of your neck. All right. Next, we're just going to look up to the roof and back. Make sure if you need to, hang on to something for your balance. Wonderful work. Drawing your chin down to your chest. If you would like a little bit of extra assistance or pressure with that, you can place a hand on the back of your neck and just allow the weight of your arm just to give you a little bit of extra pressure. Great work, everyone. All right, what we're going to do next, everyone grab a seat if you'd like. I think this is going to work better for the camera. There we are. All right, so our next set, we're going to slowly work down our body. So we've taken care of our neck. Next is our chest, our shoulders, and our back. So our first one, okay, we're just going to interlock your fingers for me. And we're going to reach up above the roof towards the roof as far as you feel comfortable. Nice work over there, really good. Okay, make sure you keep breathing. Take it slowly. See if you can extend your arms up a little bit further. Good. Now, not everyone's going to be able to do this one, so just go as far as comfortable. Wonderful. Bring it back down. We're going to go with an easier one next. So just bring your hands down to your side. And you're going to pull our palms backwards behind us. Okay, lifting your chest up towards the roof. I want you to take a big breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, try pulling your hands back a little bit further. Lovely work. From there, we're going to come up to a 90-degree position. Again, just go to whatever feels comfortable. And again, just pulling your hands backwards, opening up your chest. Okay, feeling like your spine is being lengthened and being pulled up to the roof. Take a big breath in and out. Lovely work, everyone. All right, good. How did that feel, guys? Was that okay through here? Yeah, that one. Okay. So our next one, let's work on stretching through the back of our body. So what we're going to do is, at whatever point you're comfortable with, very gently just pull your arm across your body. Okay, with this one here, we're aiming to feel a little pull around through the back of your shoulder blade through here. Just needs to be very gentle, just work on that range. We shouldn't feel any compression or pinching through here. If we do that, you might need to just drop your arm down a little bit to where it's more comfortable. Lovely work, everyone. All right, what we're going to do, a little shake out with your arms. I'm going to bring it across the other side. Good work, everyone. All right, wonderful work. Okay, so that's our back and our chest taken care of. Next, we're going to work on loosening up our spine. So to start with our spine, we're going to start by doing some rotations and then some side bends. Okay, so for the rotation, you can place your hand on your lap and we're lifting our chest up, rotating around a little bit. And the goal here is to try and feel tall and gentle. Don't push through any blocks. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe in, try to feel like your ribs are expanding just above your waist. Lovely work. Slowly coming back around the other way. If you need a little bit more extra with this stretch, you can hang on to the side of the chair and side of your thigh and just give it a little bit extra. Wonderful work, everyone. All right, and bring it back to the center. So we've done some rotations. Let's introduce some side bending next. So what we're going to do is place your hands down next to you. Okay, feet nice and steady as a base. And we're just going to try and reach one hand straight down to the side. Okay, keeping our shoulders and chest facing straight ahead. Now this one here, we're not going to hold as long. Coming up, and instead we're going to do a couple of reps with this one. Try and just introduce some steady, controlled movement. Feeling okay with that one, guys? Good. One more each way, please. And the other side. How are we doing, Alex?
10 minutes with a number of people, it will time out.
Oh, look at that. Okay, good. Great work with that. So what I'd like to do next is let's show you a little low back stretch, and then let's move down to our hips and our quads. Okay, and target those really good specific areas. So for our low back, okay, come forwards to the edge of your chair a little bit. Looks like we're in a car. Okay, I'd like you to place your hands just about where your belt would sit, if you can reach. If you can't reach, you can just rest your hands here. What we're going to do is just lift your back up towards the roof, arch through your back a little bit. You can even push your hips forwards a little bit more. Pull your shoulder blades back and take a big breath in and out. Now this stretch here, if it's a little uncomfortable, it might be worth just gently rocking the pelvis a couple of times. So you just gradually introduce some movement into the area. Okay, flossing out your low back, taking it gently. You shouldn't feel any discomfort with this. It should be nice and gentle. So that's extension. Our last little stretch I want to do for our spine is we're going to work on doing a little bit of a forward fold. So we're comfortable. If you need to put pressure on your knees, that's okay. Otherwise, we're just going to try and reach down to the floor. Try bringing your chest towards your knees. And let your arms go heavy. It should be comfortable. And back up. If you can do all of those, then we're doing really well. Okay. Next up, let's get into some more serious stretching. These next couple of stretches are stretches we want to hold for an extended period of time. We're going to show you, perhaps just show you on one leg. That way we can just cover a few more little stretches with the time we have left. So what we're going to do, the first one, this is going to be a little tricky. So level one is we're going to bring across one leg on top of the other. Okay. If we're able to do that, great, Norman. Brilliant work.
Oh, I don't think I've ever done it.
That is fantastic.
Short, stout means you can't go.
All right, so from here, all we're doing is trying to lift our chest up. Okay, if you're comfortable there, Norman, I want you to stay with that stretch, please. Okay, if you're comfortable with that stretch, we're going to bring our ankle on top of our opposite thigh. Now this one here, we're going to make it a really exceptionally good stretch. So lifting our spine up nice and tall, trying to lower that knee down. Now, if you have a hip replacement or any hip injury, just be gentle with this. Then if you're comfortable here, what we're going to do is try and bring your belly button forwards a little bit, just a centimeter or two. And we should feel this stretch through the back of your bent leg, okay? This is a really nice stretch, and it's very important that you're conscious of your spine position. Oh, we have a question. All right, so not bending forwards like this, chest up tall, leaning forwards. Such a great stretch to hold for 30 seconds to a minute. A really good quality stretch. Now, let's have a little look, a little chat. Cool. Thank you, Dr. Crean. All right. Okay, lovely. All right, our last stretch I want to show you today, guys, before we then organize and have a discussion about a follow-up Zoom call, okay, is I want to introduce a quad stretch. We've done our glutes, and the next big area is a quad stretch. So coming side on, come to the edge of your chair, and what I want you to do is see if we can bring our foot and tuck it underneath the chair behind us a little bit, okay? Good. So there you go with this one, Norman. So what we're going to do here is I want you to place your hands on the chair next to you, and I want you to try and let your belly button fall backwards a little bit. And we want to try and feel a little pull through the front of your leg here. Great work. So this is working on a quad stretch. And again, we'll have this in the document ready so you can remember how to do this. Okay. And another alternative, if you're comfortable standing up, is coming forwards into a lunge position, heel on the ground, pushing your belly button forwards, and doing a lunge stretch like this. Very good, everyone. Really great for your calf, your hip flexors, and work on keeping your posture and spine nice and tall. Great. All right, so I think we have we've got about 3 minutes left on the Zoom call. You guys are great because you get to hang out for a little bit longer. Okay. All right, so what we need to do next is, if you guys are keen on doing a further stretch series, we've got a few more stretches I'd love to run through with you guys. We can organize and we can do a follow-up one. Please send any inquiries through to reception and the team here will organize that. The main thing I want you to take out of today, guys, is first of all, it's not too late to get started. Any work you can do is just going to make a big difference, and we could expect great changes. Okay, if you want to know more, please check with your chiropractor. They'd love to run through some more stretches. And let me see if I can get back to sharing my screen, see if there was anything else on here. We got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes.
Look at that. We're doing great. First time Zoomers. Is that a thing? Oh no, cool. All right, we got 2 minutes left. Does anyone want to ask any questions? Feel free to type below. I can't think if there's anything extra I got. If you guys would like just to see one more stretch, I'm happy to go through one more stretch. Oh, technology. There we are. Good. No? All right. Last stretch. Let's do another stretch, guys. We've got another minute. All right. Next bonus stretch. This is one of my favorites. I'm in the little corner on the top of your screen if everyone can see. All right, so sitting on the edge of your seat, one leg out in front. I'd like you to keep a small bend in that knee so you've got a little bit of support. And we're going to work on stretching our hamstrings, bringing your chest down towards your knee. Keep your hands there for some support. And I want you to feel like, for your hamstrings, it's very important, you feel like you're pulling your hips away from your knee. So we feel pressure up towards the back of our thigh, and less so down towards our calf here. So great stretch to hold for 30 seconds with a little bit longer towards a minute. It's going to help us to stand up a little bit taller and decrease a lot of pressure down through our backs.
You putting your tongue up.
Yeah, pulling up a little. Yeah. Do you guys feel stable there? Strong? If you would like to intensify the stretch, you can straighten your leg a little bit more if you've got your balance, or you can bring your chest further down, again, keeping that spine position great.
We can see you.
Ah, you can't see me, Therese. Oh, no. Thank you, Therese. Oh, there we should do. All right, last one. How long we got left?
30.
30 seconds, look at that. So with this one here, nice tall back, knees slightly bent and leaning forwards like that. That should be a bit better now for you guys. There we are. Lovely. And up. Wonderful work. All right, shake that out, guys. Well done. So I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. I'm going to run through a couple more stretches with